Welcome to Cybersecurity Training Seminars, web security training powered by Tonex.com. The web security training teaches you the advanced web browsing vulnerabilities from system penetration to identity theft, as well as protection solutions to ensure the web security. Tonex, as a leader in security industry for more than 15 years, is now announcing the web security training, which helps you to secure communication between a client and server as well as integrity of data in web. By taking the web security training by Tonex, you will learn about main features of HTTP protocol, header fields in HTTP, URL encoding and HTTP security issues as the most basic knowledge needed for web security. Find out about the encryption and decoding in web, mystery codes, open, private key cryptography, computerized marks, and hash calculations in web security training. Take in the standards of Secure Attachment Layer, SSL engineering, and diverse conventions offered by SSL, for example, Handshake Convention, Record Convention, Ready Convention and Change Figure Spec Convention. By taking this course, you will likewise be acquainted with the most widely recognized kinds of web assaults, for example, SQL infusion, HTML codes, and web page capturing. In addition, you will be prepared to distinguish the program assaults and get ready for the best possible program security standards, for example, URL sifting, treat blocking or endpoint insurance strategies. On the off chance that you are an IT proficient who spends significant time in web security, you will profit the introductions, illustrations, case studies, discourses, and individual exercises upon the fruition of the web security training and will set yourself up for your profession. Audience. The web security training is a 2-day course designed for IT professionals in the area of information security and web security, executives and managers of cybersecurity and web security area, information technology professionals, web engineers, security analysts, policy analysts, security operation personnel, network administrators, system integrators and security consultants. Security traders to understand the software security of web system, mobile devices, or other devices. Investors and contractors who plan to make investments in system engineering industry. Technicians, operators, and maintenance personnel who are or will be working on cybersecurity projects. Managers, accountants, and executives of cybersecurity industry. Training objectives. Upon completion of the web security training course, the attendees are able to understand the information security related to World Wide Web. Understand the security issues of servers related to web application. Explain the main concepts of web attacks and web vulnerabilities such as malicious emails, web scripts, cookies, web bugs and spywares. Explore deeply into security issues and develop test potential solutions. Investigate secure communication between client and server by encrypting data streams such as SSL. Explore the browser vulnerabilities and protection of the system against web vulnerabilities. Training outline. The web security training course consists of the following lessons, which can be revised and tailored to the client's need. Overview of information security. HTTP protocol. Basic cryptography. The SSL protocol. Web attacks. Browser security. Cookies, web bugs, and spyware. Windows systems security. UNIX, Linux server security. Apache and IS web servers. Various access controls. Packet filtering and web firewall. Introduction to computer networks. Hands-on workshops and group activities. Sample workshops and labs for web security training. Overview of information security. History of information security. Multiplexed Information and Computing Service, Multics. Definition of security. Key information security concepts. Critical characteristics of information. Standards for information systems security. Components of an information system. Balancing information security and access. Approaches to information security implementation. The system development life cycle. Security professionals and organization. Communities of interest. Information security, art of science. HTTP protocol. Overview of Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. Basic features of HTTP. Architecture of HTTP. HTTP version. Parameters of HTTP. Messages in HTTP. Requests in HTTP. Responses in HTTP. HTTP methods. HTTP status codes. HTTP headers field. HTTP caching. URL encoding. HTTP security. Basic cryptography. Cryptography introduction. Encryption. Ciphertext. Decryption. Plaintext. Computational difficulty in cryptography. Secret codes. Breaking an encryption scheme. Types of cryptographic functions. Secret key cryptography. Public key cryptography. Digital signatures. Digital certificates. Hash algorithms. The SSL protocol. Secure Socket Layer, SSL. Definition. SSL architecture. SSL handshake protocol. SSL record protocol. SSL alert protocol. SSL change cipher spec protocol. SSL sessions and connections. Web attacks. Infected web. Complexity of modern web. SQL injection attacks. Malicious advertisement. Cross-site scripting, XSS. Phishing. Malicious HTML code. Software vulnerabilities. Web attack toolkits. Obfuscation of the actual attacks. Hijacking web pages. Fake codec. Malicious peer-to-peer files. Fake scanner web page. Blog spam. Browser security. How does a web browser work? Why browser security? Types of browser threats. Buffer overflow. Root exploit. Phishing. Cookies. Document object model. Cross-site scripting. Cache history attacks. Security versus usability. Features of a secure browser. Security implementations and browsers. Blocking third-party cookies. Same origin policy. Security compartmentalization. Update control. Cookies, web bugs and spyware. Overview of spyware. Online attackers. Spying by a trusted insider. Data gathered by spyware. Operation of spyware. Impact of spyware. Common types of spyware. Browser session hijacking. Browser helper objects. Cookies and web bugs. Autonomous spyware. Spyware security tips. Introduction to cookies. ASCII strings. Session cookies. Persistent cookies. Version 0 cookies. Windows systems security. Introduction to Windows security. Windows protection system. Protection state. Enforcement mechanism. Transitions. Windows subjects. Access tokens. User SID. Windows services domains. User authentication. Windows objects. Active Directory. Windows permissions. Access checking. Access control entries. Access checking with ACE. Windows versus Linux. UNIX, Linux server security. Operating System, OS, Management. Common vulnerabilities. Compromising user accounts. DNS amplification attacks. NTP reflection attacks. Heartbleed vulnerability. Secure Remote Access Protocol, SSH versus Telnet. Secure File Transfer Protocols, SCP/SFTP versus FTP. Secure Protocols for Accessing Web Servers, HTTP versus HTTPS. Remote File Systems. Iptables. TCP Wrapper. SE Linux. AMAC. Students JID. Gron. Syslog. Patches. Apache and IS Web Servers. Introduction to Web Servers. Uniform Resource Identifier, URI. HTTPS request types. System architecture. Client-side scripting versus server-side scripting. Accessing web servers. Microsoft Internet Information Services, IIS. Apache Web Server. Requesting documents. XHTML. Net. Perl. PHP. Python. Web resources. Various access controls. Definitions and key concepts. Access control categories and types. Access control threats. Access to the system. Access to data. Intrusion prevention and detection system. Access control assurance. Packet filtering and web firewall. Basic packet filtering. Stateful packet filtering. Matching algorithms. Common configuration errors. Direction-based filtering. Advanced firewall management. Firewall analysis. Introduction to computer networks. Internet, HTTP, DNS, peer-to-peer. Socket, ports. Congestion control, flow control, TCP. Routing, basic graphs, IP. DSL versus cable, Aloha, CSMA, TDMA, token, 802.11. Security RSA. Cellular networks, mobile networks, satellite networks. Wireless multi-hop networks. Internetwork. Layers. Data rate, throughput, and bandwidth. Packets. Datagram forwarding. Topology. Routing loops. LAN and Ethernet. DNS. IP, firewall, IETF and OSINT epilogue. Hands-on, workshops and group activities. Labs. Workshops. Group activities. Sample workshops and labs for web security training. Tutorial and hands-on for different possible web attacks. IP hijacking case study. Eavesdropping HTTP passwords case study. Command line injection attack experiment. Using SQL injection vulnerabilities to gain access to website. Using the stolen cookie for identity attack. Mod security application to detect threats. By taking this course you will likewise be acquainted with the most widely recognized kinds of web assaults, for example, SQL infusion, HTML codes, and web page capturing. In addition, you will be prepared to distinguish the program assaults and get ready for the best possible program security standards, for example, URL sifting, treat blocking or endpoint insurance strategies. On the off chance that you are an IT proficient who spends significant time in web security, you will profit the introductions, illustrations, case studies, discourses, and individual exercises upon the fruition of the web security training and will set yourself up for your profession. Learn more about web security training. Call us today 1-972-665-9786. Visit our web security course links. www.tonex.com